Bentley Continental GT Speed. It has to be all things to all people. It is, after all, the very top of the GT lineup. It has to be just as comfortable pootling around a little village as it is destroying a road. But it also needs to look the part. Which I'm sure you'll agree it does. Seen here in the incredible Monaco yellow paint. If you look closer, you can also see the details which make this a Speed. The extended sports sills, unique 22-inch Speed wheels, and a smattering of Speed badges. The Speed certainly has the presence you would expect. The interior is also just as glorious. It is a special place to sit with soft, supple leathers and expensive metals. Every time you jump in is an occasion. But that's enough of all that. This car literally has speed in its name. So let's go and see just how much speed this car has. Yep, it's got a lot of speed. Up front we've got a 6-litre W12 producing 650 horsepower and 900 newton meters of torque. That means that this 2.3 ton car can go from 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds and on to a top speed of 208. 650 horsepower, actually, if you think about it, in today's terms, isn't actually that much. When you've got the likes of Porsche Taycans and even BMW saloon cars producing that much, if not more. But the way the Speed delivers that power is the impressive thing, because it feels like a force of nature. It's an absolute freight train, this thing. The way it picks up its feet, digs in, and just disappears is absolutely nothing short of mind-blowing. Of course, with that phenomenal straight line pace, you're going to have to stop at some point, and Bentley have sorted that as well. The Speed has simply enormous carbon ceramic brakes, which are actually, as I speak, the biggest fitted to any road car ever. And well, they don't half do the job. Watch this. So all my organs that were thrown back to the back of my body when I accelerated have now just been pumped forwards. My tonsils have just hit the front of my eyeballs, which is pretty ridiculous. The thing that baffles me most though about this car, yes, it's incredible in a straight line and it stops like it's hit a tree, but what baffles me is how well it takes the corners. We're on some quite tight, twisty Welsh B roads here, and this is where you'd expect a car of this size and weight to come unstuck. It's 2.3 tons after all, but it doesn't. It just attacks corners with a real sense of confidence. It gives you so much confidence in the car to enjoy it. Yes, there is some mass. Of course there is. It's a heavy car, but Bentley have done such a fantastic job of making it go round to the twisty stuff very, very well. It stays quite flat. There's a tiny little bit of body roll just so it doesn't feel fake at all. And the way Bentley has achieved this phenomenal turn of pace through the twisty stuff is through a number of things. So this car is all-wheel drive. It's got rear-wheel steer. We've got a diff on the back, a limited slip diff. We've also got Bentley's 48-volt anti-roll system, Bentley dynamic drive, and it all adds up, all these technologies, to an exceptional experience at the wheel of this car. But you cannot escape when you take control of the great gearbox in this car. It's an 8-speed dual clutch. It's actually 50% quicker shifts than before. Oh, it just disappears. I nearly swore then, I nearly, because it disappears up the road. Like it just goes. This car just goes into the distance because, oh, and just the way that it goes, the noise as well from that engine is fantastic. We're losing the soundtrack to a lot of cars now, but Bentley have done a great job of keeping the soundtrack alive in this car. But the thing the Speed does so well is when you go down here, put it back into comfort, the change in personality is like night and day, good and evil, because it settles down. The suspension becomes incredibly soft and pliant. The car irons out creases in the road. Unlike pretty much nothing I've driven, it turns into an incredibly soft, comfortable, long-distance cruiser. And it turns into a helpful companion after a long, hard day at the office or wherever you are. It's such a great all-rounder, this car. You are sat in this glorious interior, cocooned by the most beautiful leathers and alcantaras and metals and woods. You can just sink into your lovely lounge chair, pop on your heated seats, pop on your massage seats, and just waft, and waft, and waft, and waft. And then, if you're not careful, it's very, very easy to simply run out of road.